Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin. Today I have got a 25-minute full body workout for you using a pair of dumbbells. As always, please listen to your body. Take a rest whenever you need it, but when you're ready, I will meet you on your mat. Let's start with a quick warm-up. So just doing some arm circles forward. Take them back. Draw one knee into your chest, give it a squeeze, and switch. Last one each side. Beautiful. Step one foot back, arms come in front of you. I want you to twist towards the front leg. Come back up to stand and alternate. So finding that lunge, twisting towards the front leg, coming back up. A few more here. Keep breathing. One more each side. All right, a few jumping jacks here. So you can either step the feet out or you're jumping out. Letting that heart rate come up, blood's pumping. You got about 10 more seconds and then pick up your weights and we'll start to move. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab a hold of your weights. Bend at your knees to pick them up. We'll start with a squat and press. So your feet are shoulder distance apart, heels in, toes out. Rack your weights up, palms face towards you. I want you to bend your knees, sink your hips, lift your chest, keep your palms facing in. As you drive through your heels, press the weight up. Lowering down, driving, pressing up. Lower down, drive up. So your palms are facing one another the entire time. Your knees are pointing same directions as your toes. Exhaling as you press up. Last one. Drive it up. All right, from here, you're setting your feet wide, heels in, toes out. So you're in a sumo squat position, stance. I want you to bend your knees. At the bottom of your sumo squat, lead with your elbows as you draw the weights up. Lower your weights back down, straighten out your legs, squeeze your glutes at the top. So lowering, holding the bottom of your squat as you bring the weights up, and then straightening out the legs. You're wrapping your inner thighs up and back in space in that sumo. Imagine that you're sliding down a wall. So make sure that your tail is heavy. You're not sticking your booty out. And your lower ribs are drawing in. Last one, weights come up, lower them down, straighten your legs, you can shake it out. Turn to the side, we'll do a deadlift and row. So weights will come in front of your thighs, palms face in, your spine is long with a gentle bend in your knees. I want you to lower down halfway, back of your neck is long, and then again lead with the elbows as you rack the weights up. Lower them down, press into your heels, come up to stand, squeeze your glutes at the top. So you'll lower halfway down, roll the weights up, lower them down, and then come up to stand. Squeezing between the shoulder blades to lift the dumbbells up. got one more here. Come up to stand. All right. Do a curtsy squat with a hammer curl. So once again, your palms will face in towards one another. You'll step your right foot behind the left, and as you do, bend your knees and bring the weights up towards your shoulders. Drive into your left heel to come back up to stand and alternate. Left comes behind right, pressing up. Whoop. Maybe you catch a wiggle like I just did. Your knees pointing the same direction as your toes. We'll do one more each side. Last one here. Awesome. Bringing your weights to 90 degrees. Your feet are shoulder width distance apart or hip width. As you lift your weights up, elbows stay at a 90-degree angle. You're gonna lift onto your tippy toes, squeeze your calves, and then as you lower your weights, you lower your heels. So everything lifts, your heels as well, and you'll lower. You can take a quick beat at the top to just hold, to feel your shoulders work, to feel your calves squeeze. My heart is pumping. So you don't necessarily need cardio to get your heart working. You don't need to be running. You can get that blood pumping by lifting weights. Last one here. All right, lower the weights for a sec. You can shake out your hands. All right, one more time through. Bend your knees to grab a hold of your weights. Set your feet shoulder width distance apart, heels in, toes slightly out. Drive the weights up, squat and press. Lower down, palms face one another the whole time as you press up. Lower down, drive into your heels, press up. So your bum is squeezing, and it's that force of your legs that's helping you drive your weights up. Sitting your weight back in your heels. Last one here, press up. All right, setting feet wide for your sumo squat, heels in, toes out, palms will face you. I want you to bend your knees stay bent, elbows lift up, and then straighten out your legs. Squeeze your glutes to the top. You're lowering, lifting the weights, and then pressing up. Making sure here that you aren't shifting all of your weight to the arches of your feet. You want a little bit of weight back in the pinky sides, so your weight is evenly distributed between all four corners of both of the feet. Last one here. All right, turn to your side, deadlift, and bent over row. All right, little bend in the knees, chest is lifted, back of your neck is long. I want you to lower halfway down. Again, the elbows bend off to the side, and then coming back up. got 2 more. Last one here. All right, coming up to stand. Curtsy squat with the hammer curl. Taking your right foot behind you, bending your knees, bringing the weights up to your shoulders, driving into your left heel to swap. Two more exercises left in this standing circuit. And then we're gonna come down onto the mat. And then you'll be done. So breezing through this like no one's business. Taking that time out of your day to move your body, get your blood pumping. Last one each side. Beautiful. You can let your weights come down to the ground again. I just like to roll out my wrists and spread my fingers. I need to work on my grip strength. Bending your knees to pick the weights up. Elbows stay at 90 degrees. As you lift your arms, you'll start to lift the heels and squeeze and lower. The core is really strong here. It might feel like it's not really part of this, but it is. So really drawing that navel in and up. Holding at the top, getting that little squeeze. Last 2. Last one here. Hold, hold, hold. And then weights will come down to the mat. We're doing a plank row and opposite knee to elbow tap. So weights are shoulder width distance apart. Your hands will come to the weights. I recommend setting your feet wide-ish. You'll row right up, left weight up, then bring your right knee to your left elbow, step back, left knee to right elbow, step back, and repeat. So row, row, tap, tap. Shoulder blades spreading apart. Core strong. Doing your best not to let the hips move too much. Last tap and tap. All right, bring your knees down. You take your weights off to the side for this next one. We'll do a slow lower and spinal extension. So you'll set your hands outer shoulder width distance apart. You can be on your knees or lift your knees, you're on your toes. You want you to lower all the way down in one piece. Hands will come to the mat in front of you. Pelvis stays grounded, but everything else lifts. You squeeze like you're a superhero. Lower back down. Hands come beside the lowest ribs. Tuck your toes. Press all the way up to your plank. Lower all the way back down. Hands in front of you. You lift everything up like you're a superhero. Plant your hands by your lowest ribs. Press back up to plank. Whew. Lower. Last one here. Like you're a superhero, lower everything down, press back up. Then you're gonna grab your weights, lie down on your back. The soles of your feet will come to the mat, ankles underneath your knees. You'll bend your elbows off to your side. Press into your heels to lift your hips, lengthening your tail to the backs of your knees, and then press the weights up. So chest press here in your bridge position. Weights in your heels. You can exhale as you drag the weights up. Inhale as they lower back down. Not necessarily about how fast you can move here, more about slow, controlled movements, letting your muscles do the work. Last one, and lower. All right, lower your bum down as well. From here, you'll bring the weights in, so your elbows are closer to your body. Tabletop your legs, so your shins are parallel to the earth. Press your lower back down, the weights come up. You're bending at your elbows like your weights are cell phones. You bring them to your ear, and then weights come back up to the ceiling. So this is a skull crusher. And if you want to make it trickier, instead of keeping the legs table-topped, as you bend your elbows, you can extend your right leg long. Weights come up, that right knee comes back in, and then alternate left leg long. Weights come up, knee comes back in. And if that's not enough of a challenge for you, you could lower both legs as you bend both elbows. Last one here. All right, carefully bring your feet and your weights back down to the mat. You can set them aside or use just one. We'll do a Russian twist. So weight comes in front of your chest. I want you to lean back. Your heels can either stay on the mat or you can lift them. I like mine down. You're gonna take the weight side to side. Spinal rotation. Getting your obliques, the sides of your waist, to do some work here. Four, four, three, last two, and one. All right, last 5 minutes of work here. Again, plank, row with knee to elbow tap. So if weights are shoulder width distance apart, knees lift, you're rowing the right up, rowing the left up, tapping your left elbow with the right knee, and right with left. And if this doesn't feel good on your wrists, you could always just bring one weight to the center of your mat and alternate which hand picks it up. The other one will be flat on the floor. Last row, last tap, and tap. All right. Weights off to the side. It's that slow lower with Superwoman or Superman. Remember, your knees can be down or you'll lift them up. You're lowering all the way down in one piece. Arms come in front of you. Pelvis stays grounded. Lift, squeeze. You're flying through the space. And then press up. Now you want to be lifting and lowering from your plank position all in one piece. So as you get tired, if the hips start to dip, I want you to come to your knees. You got your last one here. Press up, lower down, superhero. All right. From your plank, you're just gonna swing the feet forward, grab a hold of your weights for your chest press and bridge, pressing into your heels, lifting your hips, exhaling your weights up, inhaling them to lower. Think about wrapping your inner thighs down towards the earth as you lengthen your tail towards the backs of your knees. Thinking about keeping a strong core, drawing the lower ribs in. Last one here. Press up, slow lower of the hips, bringing your elbows in, tabletopping the legs, lower back stays pressing down. Weights drive up to the ceiling, bending your elbows like you're bringing your weights to your ear like a cell phone, pressing back up. Maybe you start alternating the legs, lowering them down at the same time or separately as you bend the elbows. This is your second to last exercise, so you're almost there. Just keep breathing, keep moving your body. If this is too much with both weights, you could always ditch one and just not bend your elbows quite as much so you don't bring that singular weight to knock your forehead. 3. Last 2. Last 1. All right, coming up, weight comes out to the side. Your Russian twist, weights in front of you. If you're using it, maybe the heels hover, tapping side to side. Last push. You have so got this. Then we'll do a quick stretch and you are ready to take on your day. 20 minutes, you moved your body, you breathed, you sweat, your heart rate came up. You got 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1, and 1. Weights come off to the side. And we'll come right up to stand. You just give the feet a little tap, tap. I'm gonna turn off my little timer so it stops buzzing. And then, oh, didn't quite work. Setting your feet mat width distance apart. Interlace your hands behind your back. Big inhale, your chest lifts. Exhale as you fold. And allowing those interlaced hands to fall away from the back of your pelvis. You can shake out your head, yes and no. Very gently let your hands come down to the mat. For you to crawl yourself towards that left foot. Turn all 10 toes towards the left. And you can either tap your right knee down or keep it lifted, but you're sinking your hips, you're lifting your chest. And then straighten out your left leg. Reach your heart towards your left big toe. And then come back forward through that low lunge. You'll lift your right knee, walk your hands through your wide-legged position. All 10 toes turn towards the right. Your right knee bends, left knee comes to the mat, sinking your hips, lifting your chest. Taking it back to a half split position where you can straighten out that right leg, reaching your heart towards your toes. Come forward to your low lunge, tuck your left toes, just step forward, bend your knees, you can grab opposite elbows or fingertips to the mat. Crown of your head is heavy. Then bend your knees, tuck your tail, tuck your chin, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, rolling your shoulders back. You're gonna reach up, you can look up. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Take them to your side. I want you to shift your weight into your left foot. Bend your right knee, grab a hold of your right ankle with your right hand. Left hand can come to your hip or your shoulder. And if balance feels tricky here, just come to a wall. So walls are really nice tools here. Good. And then bring your right knee towards your chest. Bend your left knee a little bit so you can take your right ankle to your left thigh. Then you can just kind of sit back a little bit. So you're in a standing figure 4 stretch. And again, balance might feel tricky, so a wall is a good tool here. Good, we'll swap sides. That right foot comes down. You'll bend your left knee, grabbing hold of your left ankle with your right hand, with your left hand. Tail is heavy. And then standing figure 4. You do want to bend in the standing leg. Your chest is lifted. You're doing an awesome job. All right, both feet come to the mat. Last little thing, take that right arm across your body, stretching into your right shoulder. And we'll swap. And last big breath. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Thank yourself for spending this time on your mat today, for moving your body. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic day. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. If you liked today's video, give a little thumbs up down below. You can also comment with any ideas of videos, whether that be workouts or yoga classes that you would like to see. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you'd like to see videos from me every single week in your inbox. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.